Hey dear students and adults, my name is Ayla and welcome back to Coming Out on Top. Message Frank. You message Frank asking if he'd like to meet for drinks. You write your back going one better by inviting you to a concert. Stravinsky's Rite of Spring performed by the Alden Orchestra. Fancy, you think, and expensive. You explain your financial situation in the most eloquent way possible and are heartened when he offers to pay for the evening. Oh, go on a date with Frank. Thank you. Frank arrives on time at 5 o'clock. Oh, aren't you cute? The third thing to study about Frank is his height. Looks to be around 5'6". He's muscular, cute as hell, and a snappy dresser. Pleased to meet you, Mark. Is that an ascot? I must have missed the memo. Tell me more about them, please. I'm sorry, I have to tease him a bit. Oh, this, I believe, to add a dash of sophistication to any outfit. It's a shame they've been relegated to the annals of Persian history. Interesting, I never thought about wearing an ascot. I think I may need to look into that. I'd highly recommend one. It's the perfect way to communicate your style and that you're a gentleman. Okay, whatever you say, dude. The two of you head downstairs and climb into a rusty late 90s economy automobile. You sit in the passenger seat and notice your seatbelt is held together with a generous swath of duct tape. The car starts with a clank and a shudder. Forgive the vehicle, this is my runabout car. Hey, it's fine, I mean it's a car. I suppose so, it's just so very tacky to flaunt one's possessions. And one can have a valet joyriding in the Jag after all. Indeed, we can have that. Are you ready for what will hopefully be a splendid evening? I am, this is cool, never been to a symphony before. The symphony is how I relax, something to tide me over before my next grand adventure. Sheesh, this guy seems a bit flashy. Oh, you're the skydiving, snorkeling, adventuring type, sounds fun. Skydiving, snorkeling? Frankie chortles with laughter and slaps a thigh. No, my dear boy, I trek, I chase the globe, but not as a tourist bumbling about the same overly photographed sites. Oh no. I seek the rare vistas, those places that few humans have seen, much less heard about. And what about you, Mark? Have you done much traveling yourself? I have, but I've been doing the touristy shit. But I have been traveling a lot. I've been to 18 different countries. Oh yeah, all the time. Australia, Africa, I wish you were more content having already seen them all. Well, that's impressive. I'm a little too busy with school to do much traveling, although I'd like to, and honestly, I don't have that kind of money. Frank looks thoughtful and nods. Yeah, you know, not everyone has that kind of money. So like, most people like traveling, but they don't have the money for it. Look, I know mine is not an everyday kind of life, but I wouldn't want it to be either. As long as you enjoy it. You must find something to fend off the boredom, right? True. I find travel allows a person not just the opportunity to enjoy life, but to test himself against the dangers of the world at the same time. The dangers? Guess it depends on where you're going. Yep, sounds like fun. What do you do when you're not adventuring? Oh, I work in finance. That explains the money. The 60-hour work weeks. 60 hours. Oh, as a signer, I'm gonna get 28 hours a week. We're not allowed to have more than 28 hours. I think it's 28. Is it 27? I don't know. It's something in the late 20s. It's under 30 at least. I know that. We aren't allowed to have more because, like, I guess it's for the sake of our hands, our wrists, more likely. The 60-hour work weeks, the unrestrained dog-eat-dog viciousness of the market, the orgasmic highs, the brutal lows, just happen to suit my thrill-seeking nature and relentless drive. The momentary rewards are mere icing on the cake. He pauses, hastily shoving some loose foam back into a rib in his seat. But I estimate for some more of the duct tape. How about a stock tip? He shoots you, Blair. Are you trying to get me arrested? What? To what, the feds to throw me in prison? No! Listen to me, Mark. What you're asking me to do is participate in insider trading. I didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, I have $100 I could invest right now. Maybe. Pretty cute. We'll see. So, what are you studying at all in, Mark? English. Gotta be honest. I find that very noble. To embrace a life of poverty in pursuit of what which makes us human. Money isn't everything. Well, hopefully I'll be able to squeak by. You don't seem very worldly, Mark. That's refreshing in a way, but don't you want to experience more, live a truly impressive life? No. I just want to finish school right now, meet some people along the way, try to enjoy myself through the process. That's actually impressive in itself. You got a good perspective. Thanks. Okay, not too fond of his attitude, but as Frank drives through downtown, he can't help but check out his ripped body. His blazer barely fits over his well-developed upper arms, shoulders, and chest. His white linen slacks strain from the ample circumference of his bulging thighs. Good grief, where does someone working long hours find the time to hit the gym? It's probably from all the traveling. Maybe if he hikes a lot. Frank slams on the brakes as the vehicle in front of you unexpectedly stops. Great, this is just great. Weird, there are never traffic jams in Orlid. I wonder what's going on. Frank rolls down his window and pokes his head out of the car. The traffic's backed up in all directions. It seems like we're trapped unless we reroute. Let me see if I can find out what's going on. You grab your phone and jump on the local news website and see it. A train derailment has traffic at a standstill throughout Orland. We're apparently not going anywhere. A train derailed. I think we're stuck in this side of the city. This is unacceptable. I was so looking forward to this. Classical music is my one respite in life, especially Stradivarius. It's exquisite. You mean Stravinsky? Yes, that's what I meant. I guess we'll have to figure out something else. Any ideas? Well, there's a caviar place that I frequent. Frank guffaws. Caviar? Is this the 80s? No. Why don't we just go to the beach? Oh, fuck you, I'm gonna say the beach too then. Fuck you. That's a great idea, Mark. I mean, we're a smidge overdressed and it's not exactly the same trope, I don't know. But I think it'll do in a pinch. It's a beautiful day too. Maybe we can watch the sunset. This is the same beach I went with Phil. Oh, Phil. You stroll along the beach. It truly is a gorgeous afternoon. Frank points out the sex-themed Gelato shop on the boardwalk. Famished and warm for the sun, a Gelato would really hit the spot. Sex-themed. What flavor are you going to get, Mark? Blueberry ballsack. Penis, red raspberry, butter my pecans. That's not common, my mouth vanilla. Exploration chocolate seems like a good idea when you were drunk about whole first time. Swirl. Butter my pecans. A fine choice. Whatever. Frank pays for your ice cream. You enjoy your gelato, he polishes his off in a few bites while you savor each lick. This is delicious. Who knew that my pecans would taste so good? It's not bad. Not the same as what you'll find on the southern coast of Italy though. The gelato there is an experience, yeah. I haven't tried actual gelato, but the one time I've been the closest to trying actual Italian gelato, that was really good. It was a completely different way of... It's different from normal ice cream. I can't explain. It's extra good. Just then, a tight young man in a speeder rolls by the gelato shop. Frank turns to him through the glass window. Not bad. Whoa. But again, not the same as what you'll find on the southern coast of Italy, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's nothing. Southern coast of Italy? I banged models on all 7 continents. On all southern, eastern, northern, and western coasts. Did I say southern already? I actually don't know what you mean. I just came out recently and I don't exactly have that much experience. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I'm not gonna lie about it. Oh, never mind. You know, I told you all these great things about myself and you don't seem impressed by any of it. You really don't seem to care. Honestly, you do seem like you do a lot of bragging. And I really don't care. I'm just trying to be myself and that's hard enough. Okay, but I'm not embarrassed to disclose my sexual history. I slept with at least 24 models myself, I'm including closeted celebs. But the point is this, the outrageously toned bodies and pretty faces all get tiresome after a while. I crave intensity. I like to get wild, preferably in the wild, if you know what I mean. Yeah, okay, now I know what you mean. Topping ever is wild topping. Spelunking the crystal caves while spelunking. Okay, Mark, you really haven't lived unless you cut a hole in your scuba gear and done it in a shark cage in front of an audience of 2 great whites and a sucker fish. Gee, guess I must be dead inside. But life could be about the simple pleasures as well, such as a nice evening at a gelato place with a cute guy. Thanks. Or the taste of my pecans. Man, this is good stuff. I crave ice cream now. You and Frank head back to the sand, enjoying the sight and chimes of the tide and setting sun. Gradually, it grows dark. We're gonna fuck on the beach, aren't we? It's so lovely here. Like I said, simple pleasures. Like the love of a faithful pet. Do you have any pets? Just my fish, Lobby. I shouldn't say just. He's actually a totally awesome little dude. No, let's be honest. I got a fish. Fish love is a special kind of love, isn't it? Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it really, really can be. I don't have any fish. I did recently acquire a pair of Tibetan Mastiffs, though. Only 100 grand for both. Well, that's quite a steal. You sure they're purebred? They are. Percival and Rainier, both of them from champion stock. Obviously, with fancy names like that. Family names passed down for generations. Is that so? Mark is really annoyed with them. When it comes to my dogs, you can't really put a price tag on what kind of loyalty. And if you're going to spend on something, getting actual love back always seems like a good idea. Whoa, you really got a lot of expensive stuff at Hobbies. Why don't you tell me about some other things you'd like to drop ridiculous amounts of cash on? Like charity? Sure. Why didn't you ask sooner? I don't see what good all this money is if you don't give it back. Oh. Why did I even ask? I just donated to an African village to help them build a bridge. They'd only have to walk 3 miles for a water instead of 5. It's very important to stuff and it makes you feel so good to give. You're a real philanthropist. Okay, I mean, at least he's actually giving to charity. Charity doesn't just make you feel better, it makes you feel more powerful, right? Oh, there it is. Like, you get to decide who lives and who dies. You're the chess master and all this was poor pawns is intoxicating. You're disgusting! What kind of charities do you support? Okay, this is what I would do in real life, but I still want to go because it's a game, so I'm not in a great position to be donating to anything, being college student now. I try to give a little something when I can, though. I understand. Not everyone is in so fortunate a position as I. At least you realize that. No, they're not. How charming of you to point that out. I'm sorry, have I offended you? Yeah, I feel like you really enjoy rubbing people's noses and how rich and how great you are. Okay, well, I was just making conversation. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. I've been really honest with you, and to tell you the truth, I'm getting kind of a liar-ish vibe from you. I don't know what you're suggesting. I feel like you're trying as hard as you possibly can not to be yourself. Mark, why are you so honest? I mean, seriously, I'm here talking about all the great things I'm doing, and you're just what? Being, I don't know, yourself. What's wrong with you? Don't you think you need to put a little effort into trying to impress people? Is that what this is all about? You're trying to impress me. Well, obviously, why else would I tell you all this stuff? I don't know, but if I can level with you, it's not impressive at all. It just sounds like you're trying really hard to seem important. That's what people like though, right? Important people? Being around them because that makes them feel important too, right? Whoa, I kind of feel sorry for you, yeah, saying, that's not why people want to hang out with other people. I mean, maybe some people do, but that's not normal. I mean, it's good you have all these amazing going, but you're trying to impress me. But then, you know what, I'm gonna be honest. Most people just want to get to know each other. I mean, that's the whole point of why I'm here on this date, and it sounds like you're just completely full of crap. Alright, Mike, I have a small confession. Let's hear it. This is difficult for me, but... My name's not Frank. Well, it is, but I actually go by Frankie. That's it. That's a pretty minor confession. And I'm not some powerful, wealthy, adventurer, investor guy. You don't say. I'm not rich. I don't travel. I don't do any of the cool stuff. And that's not my runabout car. That's my one and only main car, man. I didn't even really have tickets to the symphony. What were you gonna do then? I was just going to try wing it and suggest something else. Luckily the traffic jam popped up. I'm sorry about lying to you. Well, Frankie, listen, we're all insecure about something. It's just that you've taken that to a strangely high level. Try to be yourself. Thanks. And again, I'm sorry. Sure, let me ask you. If you're not an investor guy, what do you do then? I can't say it. It's embarrassing. It's why I made up this whole persona just to hide that one fact. It's freaking humiliating. What is it? I won't judge. Promise. I'm a stripper. That's not that bad. Really, this kind of awesome. I mean, not to sound cruel, but I'm super okay with this fact. I can't even laugh. That's what I was afraid of. See, because we don't like to judge with people like you. No, come on. It's actually kind of awesome. No, man, it kind of sucks. I'm like a piece of garbage. And not just that. I mean, it's bad enough to have a job that you don't want to tell anyone, but... What? I don't know if I should just say this. Again, I promise I won't judge. I haven't actually slept with a bunch of models. Okay, so, that's not a big deal. I mean, other than the fact that you lied, but honestly the lying is kind of expected at this point. But it is a big deal, because I haven't actually slept with any models. I haven't even done all that much with anybody. I'm practically a virgin, man. Whoa. I had one not so great experience bottoming, and I've never topped, though I'd like to try. You'd assume I'd be more experienced since my job deals with being sexy, but I do bachelorette parties, and occasionally birthday gigs for 80-something-year-old grandmas. See, you're probably gonna walk away now, right? Come on, Mark, just say something. I don't exactly have a whole lot of experience myself, so we're basically in the same boat. So you don't care? It's just, I don't know, I'm too insecure, I always screw things up. I feel like I've gotten to this weird place, like a point of no return. If you could just stop thinking that way and relax a little bit, things would come naturally. Yeah, I know, I realize that. It's just like, I can't do it though. Let's go back to the fact that you're a stripper. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. You should embrace it and rock the hell out of it. I don't know if I can do that. How about right now? It's dark, we've got some privacy. Let's see what you got, Frankie. Embrace your stripperness. Are you kidding? No way! I'll do it too. How about that? Seriously? Okay, if you're in, I'm in. I might need a little encouragement along the way. No problem. You should go first though. Seriously, I have 0 moves. I could use a little tutorial here. I'll show you how it's done. There we go. Oh my. Frankie begins dancing to the music of the night. The ocean waves crashing nearby, the soft din of the city, your heart beating faster as he gyrates his hips. Oh, he starts by pulling off his jacket with an almost magician-like flair and tossing it at your face. That's like basic move number 1, tossing a piece of clothing at the audience. I've seen it through a few strip shows, so I know that one. His thick, muscular arms are revealed, bulging out of his shirt as he puts his hands on the back of his head and flexes. This is another basic move. Then you should work into some thrusting. It shows off a lot of your asses and really helps set the mood. He sits by the back of all your eyes, lock onto his perky glutes. You okay? Are you liking this? Wipe the drool from your mouth and not yes. Wipe the drool from your mouth and not yes. Thanks, Mark. Sure, no problem. Frankie turns around, bends over the waist and shakes his butt back and forth some more. This, of course, is called twerking. It requires some practice and is done best in underwear or naked, but you need to always remember to not go too fast. Put the people up, play on that tension. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Now, here comes an advanced move. It actually takes a lot of practice at getting the angles and motion correct to get your pants up this fast. Don't worry about that for now. I'm not worried, not at all. He kicks off his shoes and gets up, and as he does so, his pants seem to almost instantaneously vanish from his body and land in a pile on the ground. Okay, that is some really unsexy underwear though. His brawny, thick legs explode all hard ridges and sculpted bulges, and impossible to take your eyes off as he begins strutting. I love how you can see his bulge. Wonder why that isn't censored away. One leg in front of the other, walking directly at you before he twirls and walks away, the roundness of his ass glorious in his tight briefs. This is called the catwalk. It's just a fun, simple little thing, but always a crowd favorite. Your eyes trying to take in the perfection of his glutes, thighs, and calves, you forget that he's actually talking to you. Hey, you still with me, buddy? How am I doing so far? Just trying to take mental notes here for when it's my turn. But yeah, so far so good, so very, very good. Can someone try again? Like 4 or 5 out of 10 because it's freaking awesome. No, you must have done like fast potato. I can't wait like this. Because it's freaking awesome. That's nice to hear, man. Thanks. So once you've showed off a bit and got the crowd into it, it's time to get down to business. Always think about the progression. Sure, okay. Frankie pulls off his shirt with a single motion, ripping it to the ground. His beefy pecs and hard abs outlined by the moonlight send your boner into overdrive. Frankie, now clad in just his socks, undies and ascot, your mind races trying to figure out what he'll take off next. This is actually a stripper shirt, Mark. Happens to be the nicest shirt I have. Don't try it with a regular shirt though, it doesn't work, trust me. Please be the briefs, please be the briefs, please be the briefs. Now pay attention, Mark. This is a critical part of the strip. Once you're down to your underwear, the people are only going to be thinking about one thing. This is a chance to really have fun. Pull out your best dance moves, let them know who's in charge, and make them wait for the payoff. That makes sense. I think I got it. We can probably just move on to the next thing, alright? Frankie wags his finger and shakes his head no at you before launching into his dance routine. He seems to know his craft well, integrating a variety of dance styles, all of them riveting for some reason. He seems to be going through the history of dance, starting with disco, working into some breakdancing, voguing, his arms twirling and muscles bulging. You watch the sweat begin to form and glisten on his body, illuminated by the moonlight. He even works in a little river dance, which you'd always thought ridiculous, but in this context really seems to work. You got all that, Mark? Yeah, all of it. No problem. What do you think? You into it? If a penis is any indication, and it is, then I am indeed into it. Good, that's what I thought. Frankie jumps into the air, lands in a split. When he launches himself back up, his underwear are gone. What? How? That's actually a trade secret, Mark. Can't tell you how that one works. Alright, well, I guess that's okay. Ow, wow, my fucking god. You look back and see Frankie, slack-jawed, apparently unable to process what just happened. That was incredible. Are you okay? Yes, that's an understatement. That was... I don't know what to say. I can't believe I'm your first. You're gifted. I'm something of a perfectionist, so I may need a few more tries to really get it down. That can probably be arranged. Covered in nothing but sand, you start to shiver, hoping to stay naked with Frank just a moment longer. You place yourself against his warm body. Grinning, he holds you closer. Aside from the warmth, the heat of his skin. Until you kiss and watch the moon and the waves crashing along the shore. Your date has ended. Okay, that was Tommy and Frankie. I like Frankie a little bit more. Maybe the date-wise. I mean, to be fair, he was up against Tommy, who, like, you got kidnapped with him, and I mean, you don't really make a shittier date than that, no matter how big his dick was. I think I'll just see you guys next time. See ya!